find yourself a nice, flat, soft working area to work with. Turn the unit on its face and secure it, and get the Phillips #1 screwdriver, and just make your way to the back where the printer is. There is one screw holding the printer in place. Once that screw is removed, proceed down to the 2 screws at the bottom. You'll see towards the bottom plate. Just take those screws out and keep track of your screws. Try to keep them in one place. Now the flat screwdriver, you're going to use that, and you're going to disconnect the COM port mount for the printer, the COM1 cable, and then you're going to pry the power cable up. Now the printer itself can come out, but it's probably easier to get the whole bottom chassis off. But slide that plate out first and disconnect the COM port cable at the bottom using the flat screwdriver. Yep, and just place that to the side. The printer should slide up and out. Now you use the Phillips #1 and take the screws out, but actually lift the screws out, but don't take them off the unit. They tend to fall off, and if they get lost, then you're minus the screws. So just lift them up out of the thread, but they'll hold in the plastic, so just try to keep them in the plastic. Okay, and the flat screwdriver, loosen and remove the 2 screws at the top there. They're not that difficult to get out. Now, here's the tricky part. Lift it slowly and try to release the plastic from the screw holding, but try to keep the screws in place. I mean, you can take them out if you want, but do not lose these screws, because you do not have any more screws like that. Okay, put it to the side. Now you have 1 screw using your Phillips #1. There is 1 silver screw in the center. You do not have to take this off. You can if you want to get under that panel, but now you've just removed the MSR. Now, depending on the type of MSR, this here, it looks like it's the PS2 connection. There is 1 tiny black screw holding it together. Once you take that screw out, do not lose that screw. It's very tiny, and if it falls, it's gone.
The 2 terabyte still works. Yeah, that's your
Now, that MSR will slide out once you remove that small black screw. Now, you'll need to turn it around so it faces the bottom, and that cable comes out. Okay, now you have your replacement cable. Now, if you would have changed the head, you would have taken the screws out and slid it out and put the new MSR in. That MSR board is what you would use. So slide it back in until the hole matches where the tiny black screw was. It might take 2 attempts. It's kind of tricky to do it. Might have to put it down first. Line the screw up. Position it and put the screw right in there and watch. Now it's tight again. Okay, now you're going to connect the PS2 connection back with a split cable. Tuck the wires right in the little slot there. Now all the holes lined up, you're going to get the back cover and you're going to place it back on. And you're just going to reverse the step of taking that back plate off. Slide the screws up and screw them all in. Make sure you put all the screws back in. And put the flat screws back in place. You can hand tight them if you like. Slide the plate back on, connect the COM cable and the power. Connecting the power back in place right now. And now we're connecting the COM cable back for the printer. Now just put the printer back in place, slide in, and you're going to use that one screw to screw back the printer to secure it. And just put the connections back for the printer power and communication.